Let the chassis sing. Hydraulics him. Let the lowrider swing.
Three-wheel motion on a Sunday afternoon. Cherry red Impala playing that old tune. The hydraulic speak a language older than rap. Suspension tells the story. Every bounce is a map to the days when the boulevard was a river of chrome, and the switches on the dash were the keys to the throne. I will lead in the back seat, fanning off the heat. This is church on wheels, cruising down the street. The paint is candy apple dripping wet in the sun. The plates say heaven, but the frame weighs a ton of history and grease in the sweat of the hands that built this machine in the San Pedro garage, where the welder was an artist and the metal was the clay. The hydraulics hymn is the only way to praise the suspension, to praise the lift. The hydraulics hymn is the only gift that the block can give to the boulevard. The hydraulics hymn is the only car that trumps the police, that trumps the doubt. The hydraulics hymn is the only shout.
Bounce with me,
Bounce with me.
let the chassis sing. Hydraulics him, let the lowrider swing.
From Whittier Boulevard to the Slauson Strip, we dip, we drop, we never let it slip. The engine hums a bass line, the exhaust is the choir. Every boat and baron built from desire. The homies on the corner throw the sign as we pass. The girls on the sidewalk watch the chrome spoke glass reflect their faces back in the fun house of light. The hydraulics preach a sermon on a Saturday night about elevation, about rising above the concrete that tries to bury the love. So we lift the body, we lift the soul, we let the switches take control. The competition in the parking lot is friendly but fierce. Who can get the front wheels highest? Who can make the crowd cheer? Tito 64 was floating 3 feet in the air like a red metal angel with a chrome halo glare. The battery banks are hidden in the trunk underneath. The pumps are screaming loud, drowning out the police who circle the block but don't ever come in. They know this is holy, they know this is kin. Check the switches, front to back, side to side. The pavement is our altar, and the car is where we ride. The pump screams high, the chassis kisses sky. The hydraulics hymn is the reason why. So we bounce until the shocks are hot to the touch. We bounce because the world has never given us much, but this moment, this car, this hymn of the street, with the hydraulics and the heart find their beat. The old heads say the low rider is a dying art, but I see the young ones learning, playing their part in the garage on the weekends, taking apart the suspension from a Buick, making it smart and responsive and loyal and ready to rise. The hydraulics hymn is the only prize that matters in the culture, that matters in the game. The hydraulics hymn is the only name that gets spoken with reverence, that gets spoken with pride. The hydraulics hymn is the only ride that takes you to heaven without leaving the block. The hydraulics hymn is the only lie that keeps the tradition safe from the dust. The hydraulics hymn is the only trust.
Bounce with me, let the chassis sing.
Hydraulics hymn,
Let the lowrider swing. Bounce with me, let the chassis sing.
hydraulics hymn, let the lowrider swing. The pump winds down, the chassis settles, the hymn is over, but the spirit metals.
In the grease, in the chrome, in the block we call home.